Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Wow, I did not turn my light off again. What else is new? Give me a second. I will turn my light back off. Voila. Okay. So, I hope everyone's doing well tonight. I know this is a bit of a random impromptu stream that I just kind of advertised maybe like 2 hours ago or so, or a little under that. But that's because I actually got off work early. Pretty early, in fact. Wasn't very busy, so it wasn't worth staying open. So I figured, you know what? We closed early. Let's get the watch along done. I'm on my days off now, so if it goes a little late, it goes a little late. I'm just waking up tomorrow to not actual work. So yeah, fuck it. We're gonna do the watch along today, so the schedule will be changed a little bit. So we're gonna be watching Kingdom Hearts Key back cover today. Tonight, more, I should say. Instead of doing it a Wednesday night. Wednesday night, that is when we will start 0.2. That's when we'll start Kingdom Hearts 0.2, and if I don't finish it at that stream, I will do it the Thursday night. But if I do it the Wednesday night, get that one all done, I will just turn that Thursday night into our first Kingdom Hearts 3 stream. So I think that'll work. Either way, we're solid. I'd say we're pretty solid. Alright, don't worry, I haven't muted anything for you guys. Never mind, I have. But don't worry, there was nothing for you guys to hear, actually, in all honesty. There was nothing for you guys to hear at all there. This menu screen has nothing. Except when I move. I don't know why. The other collection had, at least Dearly Beloved playing here. But I guess this one just kind of decided, nah, fam. We want total silence. An odd choice. Also, don't mind the boxes. Those are from Christmas gifts that have slowly come in. I'm getting rid of them tomorrow, because tomorrow is the day before garbage days, when I gather all my crap. So I'll be getting rid of that, so it'll look less like a mess over there on my wonderful, wonderful couch. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, Kingdom Hearts! So, this is going to be about 2 hours or so-ish, I believe. Is it a comfy couch? I mean, at one point I had Luna and Molly. How you doing, Mila? God almighty. Big fucking comfy couch. Oh, God. That's a thing. It's a while ago. Doing good, good. I'm glad you're doing good. It's been a little while. Doing some homework because exam season. Yeah, exam season. It is right that time. Good luck. I always wish college and university everybody good luck. Exams are no joke. But I think if you made it this far, you should be fine. School's been very overwhelming. Just realized I spent zero time on Twitch and missed everyone. Hey, it's school. You're doing something for you. That isn't, it's something you want to do. You're paying to do this, so it's good that you were focusing your attention on that. So no worries there. Don't worry about it in the slightest. Make a good point. Yeah, sometimes I make a good point. Most of the time, I don't know. I just kind of ramble. It goes nowhere. A dead end. Never a good speech writer or exam or essay writer. Apparently, I probably make a good filibuster because I just kind of keep talking. I don't know, just keep talking. Don't know where I'm going with it, but I'm just filling space. Just to waste a lot of time. Never was too much one for super strict writing and stuff like that, like essays and the what. I am more a little bit more creative. I had tried writing for a little while. If you call fan fiction writing. Don't talk about what I wrote then. Oh god. Oh. They should make Cage fans to filibuster. We could use a lot of the time explaining the plot. What do you mean? The plot is so easy. Heart, light, dark, memories, something about time travel, key you, key me, X, but actually key, sometimes pronounced Kai. I don't know. But that's what today is. Kind of backstory. Is the Dante's Inferno considered important literature, and they're both fan. Yeah, true. True. Me, classic students. Let me talk about the letter key. Oh, God almighty. Because they just had to, didn't they? It looks like an X. Key sounds like key. We've had a lot of X's show up in things. We had X's in people's names as part of a big organization. I think, yeah, I think we can fit this in. Hi, my name is Tetsuya Nomura. It's the best pun. It's the Keyblade. Oh, God. I'll be honest, when I was looking back in the day when I was looking up things about Birth by Sleep when it came out, because I didn't have a PSP back then, and neither do I have one now. When I was reading through everything and saw that, I thought it literally just like, oh, the X Blade? Alright, that seems kind of cool. And then watching the cutscenes, and then later playing itself, it's like, wait, it's pronounced key? Are you fucking kidding me? It's pronounced key. You know that man has to be trolling literally everyone at that point. I made a TikTok the other day about it because a video I watched called it the X Blade, and I was like, no. How much you want to bet it's like a Watch Mojo video? I feel like they'd be the ones to kind of do something like that. Ugh. Kingdom Hearts. It's a thing. Oh, it was like Kingdom Hearts in 4 minutes? Oh. Confident I was being trolled. Trolling the troll, huh? It happens. I'm sure it does happen. I mean, maybe it's happened once. I swear to you, it just happened once. I have in fact slipped on a banana peel. Baron Bananas has slipped on a banana. It's only happened once though, just once. I can't remember where or when. I just know it did happen. It happened once in my life. I know it has. Because I think I made a joke about it. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I slipped on a banana peel. It happens. It's happened once, okay? Only once. Oh, so slight update just to kind of about the room right now. I now have like a Keurig maker down here, like one of those single cup kind of things, along with a little bar fridge. I can now make teas a lot easier and a lot quicker than I usually do. I mean, not super fancy. It's just something my parents realized we had sitting inside our cellar right off screen. So yeah, have that now. So that's nice. You don't have to awkwardly go upstairs and wait like 5, 10 minutes for either that Keurig to warm up the water or the kettle to boil. I just have this thing right here, and it's like about 3 minutes done. Cool. I don't know how loud it would end up being if I were to use it in the middle of a stream. We'll find out at some point. Maybe not tonight. I mean, I'm just starting a tea now, but well, we'll see. We'll see what happens if I'm in the mood for one. We'll see. Yeah, other than that, I don't think I don't have any other kind of things happening. I was. Are you sure you won't need it for this? I probably should have prepared like some booze or something for something like this, because fucking Christ. I'm sure my heart, light, and dark counters are going to go up even more. Oh, the end of Dream Drop really shot those numbers up, though. Let me look at Nightbot right now. Oh my god, I still have, like, all of my tabs and crap open from my browser. Jesus Christ. I could have had people pinging me on Facebook. It would have come through. Let's see what... I gotta look at Nightbot through my, thing right now. Not through the actual command, because I'll just make it all go up. Nightbot. Come here, Nightbot. Let me see the commands. Alright, so our current heart, light, and dark counters. Heart has been set currently a total of 580 times. Light has been set a total of 235 times. And Dansom's favorite word, darkness, has been said 445 times. That's from KH1 all the way to Dream Drop so far. But we still have this fragmentary passage and 3 to go. Those numbers are going to shoot up so much, I can almost guarantee it. You know what? I knew they would say it so much, so I figured, why not? I might have missed a few here and there, who knows? But still, my god, these numbers are giant. I knew they said them a lot and thought it was just a meme, a joke, but no! Ugh. I feel like I probably could have also gotten away with a memories counter, but that doesn't come up nearly as much. Especially not after Chain of Memories. So once I'm done with Kingdom Hearts in general, those commands will just be set to whatever the number was. So, you know, we can just keep that track of this is how many times they said it. Just like back in, with Tales of Symphonia. With the sorry command, how many times Colette said sorry? It was 30 times, apparently. Thought it was a lot more than that. Huh. Maybe I only counted voiced scenes? I think I only voiced... Is Colette also Canadian? Well, she is very polite and apologizes when she doesn't have to. Maybe. Speaking of Tales of Symphonia, by the way, the remaster is coming out really goddamn soon. I didn't want to pre-order it, mostly because, wow, I do not want to buy this game for like a third time. I've already played through it on stream, technically. Actually, not technically. I have played through the entire game on stream. And it's just like, can I really justify pre-ordering a game I've already bought multiple times beforehand and played through multiple times beforehand? The most it does is just make, it look nicer. I could probably do that with the Steam version with like some kind of HD mod pack. But still, that is coming out, so if anyone wants to try out Tales of Symphonia, the remaster is coming. And enjoy that wonderful voice cast that is like a weird mishmash of at the time, like maybe late 90s, early 2000s popular VAs, and then up and coming current VAs. It's weird. It's like some of these people were big names at the time earlier, and some were like maybe just starting to gain some traction. And now you don't even hear some of these older people anymore. It's such a fun little like time capsule of that, of just voice actors. Anyway, I think I've rambled enough. 20 minutes, huh? New record. New record of rambling before I actually start anything on stream. Hmm. Oh, one last thing of note. I decided to buy myself another Gunpla again. It was a panic order because the place I order from, Canadian Gundam, got a restock. And one of the things they got as a restock, technically it's new stock for them, is the high-grade Shenlong Gundam from Gundam Wing, the last of the original 5 Gundams from Gundam Wing. It's the last one to be released, came out like maybe a month or two ago. It's finally out. I jumped on it to buy that motherfucker, so now I can have the full Wing team. Finally! Been waiting for so long for this. All I need now is an Epion and a Tallgeese. Neither of those things have been announced. I want a Tallgeese. Give me my Tallgeese. Give me my big duck. Give me my fucking big duck, please. Like, give me my big duck. Even if it's just a joke, like, do I have... Yes. Give me the big duck, please. Give me the big duck. Tallgeese. Quack, quack. Yes, my favorite Mobile Suit's name is in fact Tallgeese. Why its name is Tallgeese, I don't think I'll ever know. Every other suit is either a Gundam or named after the Zodiac. All of them stem from the Tallgeese. I thought it was like tall geese. No, it is straight up spelled tall geese. All one word. I'm sorry. Now I gotta find out, why is the tall geese called the tall geese? Tall geese. Why is it named that? Okay, I found a Reddit post. Huh. Someone's theory for it is, they played around with the katakana for tall geese and saw it spelled out Thorgeese? Or Torgeese? As in a Norse Viking. A specific one that sacked Dublin. So maybe? Maybe it's supposed to be named after a Viking. But then why does it have like a red cone over it like it's a Roman soldier? Whatever. It's supposed to evoke the imagery of like a Roman soldier, obviously, with the shield, the gun standing in for the lance, and then, the good old brush head. But yeah, no, I just love the tall geese. And I love that someone made a stupid animation of tall geese and combining it with the Untitled Goose Game. Untitled Tall Goose. That's what this is. Untitled Tall Goose. It's Japan. They love to do whatever the hell they want. He's so handsome. He really is so handsome. Okay, now I'm going off nearly a half hour of rambling. That is definitely a new record. And I have about 2 hours of this to go. Oh boy. So I think I'm gonna stop delaying. We're gonna play Kingdom Hearts Key back cover. What is Kingdom Hearts Key? I'll briefly get into that in a second. Yeah. Because I doubt this will say anything. Unreal Engine 4. Lovely. Yeah, more logos. Oh my god, there's a character select? Alright. This movie is actually just logos. Logos. Logos everywhere. So, for those watching that don't know, what in the hell is Kingdom Hearts Key? Kingdom Hearts Key is the mobile game for Kingdom Hearts that takes place in the well far distant past. The so-called, well, time of fairy tales, essentially. When the world was one, and Keyblade wielders were everywhere. It's that. This is supposed to show some of the behind-the-scenes stuff from that mobile game, and what led up to, the Keyblade War! You know, this grand old thing that everyone keeps talking about. Yeah. Remember the Keyblade Graveyard? Yeah, that's where all the player characters' Keyblades go after they fought and died, by the way. Yeah. They decided to include this for anyone that actually wanted to play these games, but didn't want to actually care about the mobile game. You get just enough backstory to maybe give two shits. By the way, the mobile game is pretty much dead at this point because they're like ending service. Its story is pretty much done. So, yeah, enjoy that. Honestly sad I missed the mobile game. I mean, I tried playing the mobile game. It ended like right after I got into Kingdom Hearts. I mean, I think it's still technically up right now. They just keep changing the name. I mean, there's a lot of things. There was like a browser game that was Japan only that was canceled. Then they made a mobile game. Then they made an updated version of the mobile game for new chapters. And then it's just, it's a pain in the ass. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna literally read the synopsis of Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, by the way. This fucking game, this fucking mobile game loves to change what its name is and how you pronounce the X. First it was Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key, then they changed it to Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, still spelled with the same X, by the way. Because fucking Square Enix has to be an asshole. So, here's the story of that game that you're gonna have to go into while we watch this. It is the world of a distant fairy tale. The world is full of light. Various worlds are born in that light, and so the light envelops them. From the source of Kingdom Hearts light, there is a Keyblade that is protected. To that limit, the worlds believed in the eternal light. However, a strong light creates a dark shadow. From that darkness, anxiety and fear awakened their desire. Within the darkness, hidden within the depths of their hearts awakened, chaos began to spread across the worlds. In order to stop the spread of darkness, those who seek the light created a copy of the Keyblade, a Keyblade, and an adventure concerning the fate of the worlds began. There you go. There's your story. Yeah. You can watch things. I don't think you actually play. The mobile game, yeah, you actually do play. There are battles in it, and you gotta use the gacha system to collect, like, cards that do different effects and stuff. And when you're in battle, you select those cards to do the things, and you can, like, guard too. I don't know, there's a lot. But it's a fucking money grab gacha. Mochi, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Play all. I'm not going to continue. So again, this will be a good, like, 2 hours or so. At minimum. Going epic as always? Hell yeah. Good to hear. So this will be a fairly long, but again, I am off tomorrow. This is a stream I did not plan on having because I didn't expect to be done so early. So I can get this out of the way and save, you know, good stuff for the middle of the week. Good stuff being a fucking tech demo. We'll get into that later. So, I think, without further ado, we are going to start our watch-along of Kingdom Hearts Key back cover. Lloyd.
In the master's playful and mischievous way, he gave his apprentice Luciu a very important role. What seemed like a simple task was the element that would connect all of the events to come.
That was a thing.
Long, long ago, all the worlds were still one. One day, this would be called the Age of Fairy Tales. It all began here in Daybreak Town. The Master of Masters had an eye that gazes into the future. He bestowed upon 5 of his 6 apprentices a copy of the Book of Prophecies, in which was written the events to come.
Okay. Wait a minute. I think Maleficent brought up that she had a Book of Prophecies at one point. Yeah, and Recoded, she mentioned a Book of Prophecies. Alright then, I guess it's this one?
So, did you look through the book?
Yes, but I'm still analyzing it.
Wow, no quick skim for you, huh?
Oh, hello,
just
Matt.
prefer to be thorough. Master, is what it says in the last passage true?
Oh yeah, that. Bummer, huh?
Yes.
By the way, if one day I suddenly disappear, I'm counting on you to keep the others calm, okay?
Huh? Disappear?
Vanish, dim, fade. I don't know how to explain it. It's just hypothetical talk.
Okay.
This world is full of light.
Oh.
It's a world comprised of many smaller worlds, all connected, stretching as far as the eye can see. One great light protects us all throughout this vast land. All worlds share one light, one fate.
God damn it.
I take it you're talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Yep, you're right on the money. People believe that the light that is Kingdom Hearts will be here forever. But if it were to disappear, the world would be enveloped in darkness.
I understand. That is why you granted us these Keyblades. With
It's
these, we
begun,
can
people.
spread the teachings of light. And we can protect Kingdom Hearts from darkness.
No, they're not for protecting Kingdom Hearts.
Huh?
The final passage reads, "On that fated land, a great war shall transpire. Darkness will prevail, and the light expire."
Isn't it our duty as Keyblade wielders to prevent this war from taking place?
Not possible.
What?
You really think you can change the future?
Then, what do you want us to do?
We have to focus on what comes after. There's no use thinking of ways to change events that we know are gonna happen.
But what about all of those who are here now? And the ones who will be here when the darkness finally comes? Are we to abandon all of them?
Come on, are you telling me that you think the world can be saved by just 7 people?
We have to at least try. With enough Keyblade wielders, we could...
Well, if you want to give it a shot.
Yes.
Alrighty, good luck.
I fucking love this guy.
And so the reliable Era, who wore the mask of the unicorn, was given his role to take over for the Master and to lead the others. Similarly, the virtuous Envy, who wore the mask of the snake, was given her role to watch over the others with a fair eye. The fearless Aced, who wore the mask of the bear, was given his role to support their brand new leader, Era. The prudent Ava, who wore the mask of the fox, was given her role to prepare exceptional Keyblade wielders for the world after. The cool-headed Gula, who wore the mask of the leopard, was given his role to uncover the mystery of the Book of Prophecies.
There's your backstory so far.
Lushu, the first of the apprentices to be given their role, watched his companions from afar as they learned what it was that they were meant to do. Then, he disappeared. Not long after that, the master vanished, dimmed, and faded without a trace.
At this point, you really gotta wonder how good your vibes are if everyone keeps leaving. Yeah!
This is where your story began. The story of your very own adventure.
I never played this, not my story.
5 of the Master's apprentices armed themselves with the Book of Prophecies. They each created a union. This would fulfill his wishes. Then, they set out to rally Keyblade wielders just like you. By defeating Heartless, the monsters of darkness, they would gather light.
Ugh. Kingdom Hearts Key, back cover. We gotta get that title a second time.
There's a traitor among us.
Who's sus?
Are you certain? What proof do you have?
I found this sniffing around.
Is that a Dark Cherothy? Is that a nightmare?
Oh my god. The fucking Dream Eater.
Master, did you make this? It's so cute!
Well, things are gonna get pretty hectic around here soon. But this spirit Chirithy is gonna make your lives much easier. Hopefully.
Spirit?
You could say they're like cats or dogs. And they'll be your loyal pets. Every wielder will have one of these adorable little guys at their side. They're here to help, so play nice.
Okay.
Oh, right. Before I forget. If a wielder is overcome by malice, or rather if their heart is tainted by darkness, their adorable little spirit will turn dark and become a nightmare.
So you're telling us that if we see a nightmare...
Someone has fallen into darkness.
Exactly. And if you don't stop this renegade spirit, it'll plant darkness in the hearts of others. And you'll have an army of nightmares on your hands. Beware.
So, if we see one of these nightmares anywhere, we have to get rid of it on the spot.
No! I won't let you do that!
No wonder you ended up as the bear. You're scary.
Your point?
Maybe you can growl at them.
He's considering it!
Don't insult me! Come on, Hassan. You won't know if it works unless you try. Please tell me you're joking.
No, I don't think he is.
It's not me.
There's an easy way to solve this. If we all summon our spirits, then we'll know.
Unfortunately, there are countless wielders in our unions. It would be easy for any of us to summon a Chirithy that isn't a nightmare. I'm afraid that your suggestion wouldn't help us get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, in that case, who's to say that the nightmare you saw belongs to one of us? It could belong to anyone in our unions.
That's highly unlikely. Do you recall the tool the wielders were given in order to make them stronger? We generally don't concern ourselves with what they have at their disposal. However, I believe those tools were the Nightmare's doing.
The bangles. I know when they're equipped, they have the power to collect dark energy. But I thought we all agreed that was okay.
Collecting is fine, but using that power is the equivalent of using the power of darkness.
It's a brilliant plan. Everyone knows that all spirits look the same, and wielders exist in spades.
But all of the Dream Eaters in Dream Drop were fucking different. So it definitely didn't look the same. I mean, you saw the things I had. Fucking Meow Mix did not look like Ballsack. Ballsack did not look like Hot and Horny. Hot and Horny did not look like Slappy. Slappy didn't look like Mega Horny. Mega Horny did not look like Finny Fun. None of them looked alike. They were all different and unique. And yes, those are all real names I named my Dream Eaters. Along with probably my favorite name I came up after having to change one of their names. Calling one of the flower Dream Eaters Daffodilf. Don't ask, that just came to me. I now need to find some way to sneak Daffodilf into any other game where I can name shit, because that's just too good. And I mean, too good.
There's no way to tell.
Oh no. Everyone's already equipped their bangles.
So what now? How do we find out who's behind this?
Seeing as those bangles couldn't have been acquired by just anyone, I believe it's one of us here in this room.
No, Ira. I respectfully disagree. What proof do we have that the bangles are tied to the power of darkness? Or if a nightmare is to blame? We shouldn't simply jump to conclusions.
Ira, some leader you are. You've managed to plant seeds of doubt in all of us with that speech. What, did you expect the traitor to give themselves up with that accusation of yours? That was foolish.
Aced, that's quite enough.
It looks to me like the Master made the wrong choice.
Wait, where do you think you're going?
I think we're done here. I trust you'll keep us all updated.
I hope we can all resolve this soon.
That didn't go as expected.
What's wrong, Ira? This isn't like you.
A lost page. Something's missing from our book of prophecies. Each of our copies were said to contain the events of the future. But this incident, well, it's nowhere to be found.
And how does this whole thing with the traitor tie together?
Like I said, it's nowhere to be found. In my book.
Ira, are you implying that someone is in possession of the missing page? And the person with the complete book is the traitor?
There is something going on, and a page is suspiciously missing from the book. It's not so far-fetched to assume that the one who has the lost page has been turned, that they have fallen into the hands of darkness. Trust me.
There seems to be no record of it in my book either. You may be onto something. I wonder, could this have been the Master's plan all along? To grant the lost page to only one of us?
We have no way of knowing. The Master is gone.
Clearly.
Also,
they really cling to this fact they assume there's a lost page immediately. Is that book literally supposed to say, okay, and then on this day at this hour you guys do this? Is that how in-depth it is, or is it just general shit? Because they're really jumping to a conclusion that there's a lost page, but one of us has to have it. I mean, none of you could have it. Also, you could have just, changed history by knowing what'll happen in the future? I mean, that was your whole point right now. You're trying to stop something you read in this book from happening. Really kind of jumping to conclusions here. And as they very ham-fistedly explained, these bangles, they're something in key. The whole point of that game is go into battles and collect light. Collect the most light for your union, which they're the leaders of. That's just like kind of a fun little competition. And I think last time I saw the things or whatever, the Fox Girls union was in the lead, and the Bears was like in dead last. I don't know, I think she had hundreds of millions, or if not more, or maybe even billions, while he only had like single-digit millions. Yeah, no one likes the bear. Nobody likes the bear.
Understand what you were saying. I promise to keep a close eye on the others. I will keep you informed, as always.
Thanks.
Of course. After all, that is what the Master asked of me. And Ira, may your heart be your guiding key.
So, to sum it up, I'll need you to observe the others. Easy breezy.
All right.
Like I said, Ira may have to take over for me. But don't be shy. Just be fair. And do not be afraid to speak up. Even though I say observe, you'll need to be the mediator. Make sure people get along.
I understand. But without you or Luciu, to form and maintain our own unions is... it's a little unnerving, to be honest.
Oh, come on. Lighten up a little. Maybe I'll never disappear. Wait. Do you want me to go?
What? No, of course not.
I was just kidding.
Oh,
God damn it.
I see.
Look, I get that change can be hard for everyone, but things need to keep moving forward. And you need to keep up. Otherwise, you'll just get left behind, all alone. Now that you know what the future holds, Envy, what does your heart say?
More hearts.
May your heart be your guiding
Oh
key.
my god.
I say it all the time. You ultimately need to do what your heart feels is right.
Oh my god, stop saying heart.
Right.
I was wrong about Ira. I thought he would make a great leader, but he let me down. Well, what do you two think? You don't believe what Ira said, do you?
Of course not. His argument was unconvincing. It's like Invi said. He's just making baseless assumptions given the situation. There's no evidence to tie his accusations to anyone, let alone one of us.
Maybe there's something he hasn't told us.
And he needs to tell us. How dare he look at us with suspicion? We're his comrades.
I wouldn't call us comrades. Anyway, could you get to the point? I know you didn't call us here just to complain.
I want the three of us to form an alliance.
But alliances are forbidden, us said.
I knew it. I had a feeling it would come to this. So, we join forces, then confront Ira?
Confronting him is pointless. Ira won't change his mind. I know there's darkness at work.
More darkness.
There's no question. But I don't believe for a second there's a traitor among us. Unfortunately, Ira doesn't share the same belief. He's just wasting time trying to figure out who the traitor is. The darkness won't wait, and neither should we. We need to band together now and find a way to fight it.
Usually hitting it works.
Guess it makes sense.
I agree that we need to do something to fight the darkness. But combining our unions? That was strictly forbidden by the Master.
He's no longer here.
I'm in. But let's be clear. The alliance is just between the two of us right now. I don't want my union members involved.
Gula! I want to follow the Master's teachings.
Understood. That's your choice to make. You should do whatever you feel is right.
Yeah.
By the way, Ased, do Ira and Envy know?
I haven't talked to Ira about it for obvious reasons, but I did ask Envy to join us.
You wanted to see me?
I gotta give them credit. Despite the fact half of their face is covered, we are getting a bit of emotion out of them. With just their actions and, you know, their mouths and everything. We are getting enough emotion out of them, despite only having half their face. Especially out of the Fox Girl. Even with the eyes just being the exact same, you can easily tell when, like, even when it's just looking down, it's like, okay, she's sad. That kind of thing. So far, props to them for that, at least. We're getting emotion out of masked people.
Gula, Ava, what are you doing here? What's the meaning of this?
Hear me out, Envy. I want an alliance among our unions. Gula here has already agreed. Will you join us? And together we can...
And disobey the Master's teachings?
We don't have a choice! Darkness is approaching, and we need to combine our strength to stand against it.
The Master bestowed each of us with a different role, and he specifically told us to keep our union separate, to maintain the balance of power. He told us that any imbalance would lead to a desire for more power, which leads to darkness. I know you haven't forgotten. Perhaps it's you who has been tainted by darkness.
I'm tainted by darkness?
Oh my god.
Then what about you, Envy? You spy on us and report everything you see back to Ira. You really think you have no darkness in your heart after what you did?
Because that is my role.
To observe us, yes, but not to disclose everything we say and do to Ira.
That's...
For all we know, you and Ira could be allies, scheming behind our backs.
that's enough.
Well, not so hunky-dory now, are they?
When will it stop? I don't want us to turn against each other.
Master Ava.
Oh, hello. Your name is Ephemer, right?
Uh-huh. Hey, can I join you?
Uh-huh.
Plot significant NPC from Union Key and Cross and all that, whatever. The mobile game. Plot important NPC from the mobile game. That's all we got, okay? There's your summary for him. Plot important NPC.
Why the long face? Did something happen?
Long day. Do you remember what you asked me before? About why the unions compete against each other instead of working together. Actually, I always wondered the same thing.
Huh? Isn't it just because the Master said so?
Yes. And as such, we must obey. The Master said so. So it is.
You get a lot of cult vibes from this, in all honesty. It's like all of them are leading their own pyramid scheme. The Master was at the top, and then there's this main people here will have their own groups of underlings that listen to them and them only. It's very, very culty. Just kind of looking at that, it's a little weird.
Lately, I've really started to wonder. You once told me that you were looking for answers. that you wanted to solve the mysteries of this world. Well, I think that's how things should be. We need to question things and think for ourselves.
Whoa! You are really not yourself today. I guess even foretellers have their off days. Hey, maybe talking about the book will cheer you up.
Not a chance.
Aww.
You were trying to pull a fast one on me, weren't you?
Oh, no, I was joking.
If you say so. But to be honest, I think it would be great if all the unions could work together and be friends.
You know, I made a friend from another union today. Wasn't much of a talker, maybe just shy. We're meeting again tomorrow.
It's the player character.
That sounds like so
Just
much
so you
fun.
know. It's the player character you met.
You'd better go home and get some sleep.
Okay. Well, it was nice talking to you. I don't know what's got you down, but please cheer up.
Thank you. If the worst happens, I'll be glad to leave the future to the kids who see the world in the way that you do. Let the wind carry you far, far away. My dandelions.
Envy. Have you learned something?
It seems Ased and Gula's unions are now allied.
So Ased is the traitor after all.
No, I don't believe he is.
Why's that?
To Ased, unification is a means of gathering strength to oppose the darkness. So I believe his heart still belongs to the light.
Even so, forming alliances was strictly forbidden by the Master.
Yes, and his teachings are absolute. That's why I will try and persuade Gula to dissolve their alliance.
Then I'll do it.
No. Please, let me do the talking. Your intervention will do nothing more than spur Ased's anger.
All right. I'll leave it to you.
And one more thing. Ased has begun to question the two of us. As a precaution, my reports will be less frequent. I don't want him to get the wrong idea. Please understand.
Yes, I do.
Oh, hey, it's Darkseid. And the Keyblade. Not the Keyblade, but, you know, the big one. You know what I mean. Time jump, months later.
I think I'm done.
Done with what?
The Alliance. I think it's time to call it quits.
For what reason?
To put it simply, I entered this alliance thinking we were preparing to fight some impending darkness, but it hasn't come. In fact, there haven't been any suspicious incidents recently, and you haven't rallied anyone else to your cause.
Yeah, but...
This alliance is meaningless. Even Envy agrees. Oh,
Envy?
uh-oh. You weren't supposed to find out.
Is Envy the one who told you to break our alliance?
Maybe. But I'm the one who decided to do it. And I've already told you why.
But we don't even know who the traitor is yet!
And that's exactly why. I just can't trust anyone but myself.
Don't you realize you won't stand a chance against the darkness on your own?
Sorry, my mind's made up.
Also, those cannot be comfortable what they're wearing. They gotta be hot as fuck wearing all that.
Envy. You will regret this.
You been here long? My bad.
No.
So, what did you want?
You didn't forget, did you? You're the one who called me here.
Lighten up! I was just kidding. I didn't
God.
forget. Give me a little credit here. I was just testing you.
Sure. Sure,
Right.
buddy.
Now then, allow me to tell you about your role. You're going to be Ira's right-hand man.
What? Ira's right-hand man? What do you mean?
Well, Ira's gonna be the new leader after I'm gone, you see. So, just stand by. Don't disappoint.
Explain to me, Master. What do you mean Ira's going to be leader?
What?
I feel like he fell into being a cult leader. I told you, this feels like a cult. All of this feels like a cult. Master of Masters is at the top making these proclamations, being a woo, crazy, wacky man, but everyone takes him seriously, hangs off his every word. And even after he's gone, they still listen to everything he has said. Because he is the Master. The Master is never wrong. The Master knows all. God almighty.
Is that disappointment I hear? Did you want to be leader?
No! I mean, if you had asked me to be the leader, that's a different story, but I wasn't trying.
You really want to be leader, huh?
Well...
I know you want it, but that just isn't enough. Any chump can say, here's a huge promotion, good job, and make you head honcho. But enthusiasm alone doesn't make a great leader. Ira needs someone like you to give him a push in the right direction.
I agree. Ira is definitely the most worthy among us. I'm sure he'll make a fine leader.
Wow.
Then
you're
it's
so
settled.
good.
Wait, I agreed that he is worthy. But why do we need a new leader, Master? Does that mean you will no longer be teaching us?
Well, I might disappear one day. Well, I might disappear.
Disappear? Why? Where?
Speak up sooner if you're listening. It was embarrassing for me.
Oh my god, I love him so
Anyway,
much.
I don't know if I'm gonna disappear or not. It's anyone's guess right now.
But...
In any case, you need to support Ira. We both know he's quite serious.
Such
He's
an
always
attention
just
whore.
thinking and thinking and thinking behind that unicorn mask of his. So everyone will be counting on you to spur him into action.
Right.
You might not be entirely happy with your role, but just know that it's the most important one. Capiche? Shall I elaborate? Making Ira the leader is all good in theory, but sometime later you might think, he's terrible at this. In which case it'll be your job to step up. Who knows? Your leadership might be just what everyone needs. And that is your true role. May your heart be your guiding key. Best of luck, I said.
4 hearts. We're almost at 600 hearts.
It's been over a year since the Master left. It's time for me to fulfill my true role.
Okay then. They're just fighting. What the?
Why do you get in my way?
That was like some The Hand from JoJo action right there.
Don't be so conceited. I'm protecting the balance, just like the Master told us to. You need to come to your senses!
If we don't do something, light will expire. Then we won't be able to avoid the grim future that awaits. We need to defy the Master's teachings to protect the world.
You're saying he was wrong?
He's not here anymore. I won't let his prophecy come true. I won't let the world fall into darkness.
You fool!
Hot damn.
Ava, over here!
Envy! Ased! What's going on?
I found out who the traitor is. Regrettably.
No, that's not true!
Ava, there's no time to lose.
May my heart be my guiding key.
I could see him easily being the strongest of them all in pure physical power. Holy shit! I hope no one lives in those houses.
Master. Master?
I see.
If you're busy, I can always come back later.
Sure. Oh, no, stay! Now, where... Ah, here it is.
What's this?
Go on, read it.
This is from the Book of Prophecies.
No shit.
But
Yep. It's a page that's not in any of your books.
and what's written here is
Your role. You must find the traitor hidden among you, and stop them before it's too late. And in order to help you find the traitor...
I get it. That's why you gave us all different roles, isn't it? If anyone deviates from the job they were given, we can easily conclude that they are the traitor. It's brilliant.
Way to steal my thunder, show off!
Huh?
It's not fair. My plan was supposed to blow your mind with its grandeur.
Oh
your
my
jaw
God.
should have hit the floor at my sheer genius.
I'm sorry? But was my logic flawed?
Oh, you're right. So, I guess now you've earned your time in the limelight.
I'm not counting that as a light, by the way. A limelight now.
Even though there is a traitor, act normal and keep focused. Trust no one but yourself.
But you're supposed to trust no one, not even yourself. I've seen the memes. There could be another Baron behind me with a gun. Okay, so he got the lost page.
Trust no one but myself.
So we've got Ira as the new leader. That's his role. Assad supports him in his role. Envy's watching everyone and trying to be the mediator. Gula's got the extra page and is supposed to find out who this traitor is. Alava does something. We haven't gotten to her yet. Damn.
Gula.
Do you want to know what my role is?
Huh?
The books we were given are incomplete. There's a lost page.
Lost page?
On that page, it is written that there is a traitor. The Master told me to find and stop that person.
Wow, your
I called
keyblades
you my
pointy.
comrade. But never again, Gula. It doesn't matter to me if you think I am the traitor, and you want to strike me down. You knew there was a traitor, and you just watched silently as we fought each other. And I won't forgive you for that.
I love his little ears.
Barely stay on your feet. Just give up already!
Don't you underestimate me!
Run, Alva, run!
Please stop!
That's it. Yeah, you don't harm her. Don't harm the cinnamon roll. God damn, this place is a mess now.
Why? Why did it have to come to this?
Holy hell, dude. Still walking.
Come to finish me off? And make it quick.
That's not what brought me here today. I wish to fulfill the role bestowed upon me. That's all. It isn't our place to try to change the events of the future. That is not our mission. We're here to make sure that light lives on.
Light.
With only 5 lights,
Oh my god.
we can't afford to lose any.
You.
And DM a game of D&D with us all. Yeah, just plug that. They're not expecting Matt Mercer, in all honesty, to be a DM and be into D&D. I haven't watched any of it. I just know it by, reputation at this point. Not something I expected, in all honesty. And that's his role. His role is to be the DM. Oh, no! You just had to. You just had to make the pun. Oh my god. Oh. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, God. Oh.
Still count me as one of the 5 lights.
Of course.
Only you could be such a good guy after everything we've been through. But hey, I guess that's one of the reasons I respect you so much. However, we still might only be four. I'm talking about Gula. He's using the knowledge of something called the Lost Page. He said that it contains events that are missing from all of our books. He's using it to discover and apprehend whoever is the traitor. Claims that's his role. But who knows what his real intentions are? What I do know is that I'll never forgive him for hiding the fact that he knew someone would betray us. That's the biggest betrayal of all.
I'd like to believe that Gula was simply carrying out his role. Aset, I'll deal with this matter. Please keep it to yourself for now.
Understood.
I need to see that lost page.
Why did you tell Ira? It had to be you, because you were the only one who knew where we were hiding. Didn't you think for a second that your actions could be making things worse than they already are?
And why should that even bother you? Not only do you have your union, but you've also gathered the finest Keyblade wielders from other unions, and you're training them in a secret location, aren't you?
Yes, because that is my role!
I had no idea. I apologize. I overstepped.
No. I shouldn't have snapped at you either.
What did Ira want?
I don't know exactly. He just asked me to give up Gula. His eyes, they were scary. I was worried he'd do something awful. I knew I couldn't tell him where Gula was. Then he turned around and walked away.
I see. And Gula? How is he doing?
I don't know. He's gone.
Run, Chirithy, run!
Someone's coming. They're headed straight this way.
Take care of him. Ira? Is something wrong?
I know Gula's here.
What?
Tell me where he is.
But why? What are you going to do?
None of your concern.
Don't.
What?
I won't let you near him.
So that's it. All right. I'll go.
That was easy. She really made it sound like he was real scary. He wasn't though. He
Gula,
just
what
kind
are
of like,
you doing?
just like, where is he? I won't tell you. I won't let you. All right, bye. How's it scary? He literally left with no like actual effort. He's just like, let me find him. No, okay. That. How did he have a scary look in his eyes? So how can you see his eyes? He's wearing a fucking unicorn head.
Something happened?
Ira was here. He wanted me to give you up.
I knew it. It's finally come to this.
Come to what?
Everyone wants to know about the lost page.
The lost page?
Yeah. It's a page the Master gave me. It doesn't exist in any of our books.
How many times are we gonna hear that?
It contains a passage about an inevitable betrayal. It talks about the one who bears the sigil. That's it. So, I don't know what to make of it, to be honest. My role is to find out who it is. I suspected Ased and went to confront him. And look what happened.
Why are you telling me this, Gula? I have enough to think about, keeping with the Master's teachings and my role.
Always walking the straight and narrow. I'm a fool for basing my actions on what is written on that lost page. Everything in the passage is ambiguous at best. That's why I need to find out.
But how?
By asking the Master.
But he's not here anymore.
I'm going to summon Kingdom Hearts.
Hey, yo, what?
Then he'll have no choice but to come back.
Summoning Kingdom Hearts
Shit,
is forbidden!
wrong one.
That's exactly why. The only way to get him back is to break the rules.
I need 2
If
hearts.
things don't change, the entire world is doomed.
Damn it.
But in order to go through with it,
I need the darkness to
I'll
appear.
need Lux. I don't have nearly enough. You always do the right thing. Help me with this.
I'm sorry. I know you want the Master to return. But you don't know how summoning Kingdom Hearts will affect the rest of the world.
Probably terribly.
The Master, he forbid it for a reason. I'm afraid I can't help you.
Oh, he disappeared. I know how to bring him back. Let's summon the light incarnate. The one thing everyone's fighting over, let's summon it. That's sure to bring him back. And then I can ask him a simple question. After that, he can fuck off. I don't care. I just need this question answered.
I see.
Let the darkness appear so I can, you know, justify accidentally doing it.
May your heart be your guiding key.
Stop with the hearts. We're gonna hit 600 by the end of the stream. 100% now. We're gonna hit 600. We're at 598.
Ghoul is on a mission to collect Lux.
Ah. That explains why Ased and Ira are as well. They're trying to maintain the balance. But that isn't the balance we were expected to keep. If everyone's collecting light solely for themselves, Keyblade wielders will soon turn against one another, which will lead to the Keyblade War.
And what's written in the book, all of it will happen.
Light will expire.
Envy, what are you going to do?
I'll gather Lux too. No matter what, the balance must be kept.
You just straight up said earlier. Oh, no, they're trying to keep the balance, but this isn't the balance we're supposed to keep. But now I gotta keep the balance by doing what they do, even though I just said it's not the one they have to do. Bad enough to bed. Thanks, Mila. Have a good night's rest. Hope all of your exams go well, and thanks for stopping by as long as you did. I appreciate it a lot. It's good to see you again, by the way. Very good to see you again.
Ava, you do the same. We must delay the inevitable.
Right.
Dandelions. Please let a darkness be in this scene. Got an answer at this point. Why darkness?
What's written in the last page of the book is gonna happen. The entire world will be lost to darkness.
There we go.
But Master, isn't there anything we can do?
Well, that's what brings me to your role. You might just be the only hope of keeping light from expiring.
Hope? Master, what is it that you need me to do? Oh,
Don't get involved in any battles. Forget the notion of unions. Find Keyblade wielders with potential and create an entirely separate organization. Then, like the seeds of a dandelion, let them fly to another world. They will keep the light alive.
you really think
250
that
light.
I'm
Damn.
the right person for this?
Ava, you're the only person for this.
I understand.
Okay, interesting contrast. With the other four, he would have the serious moments, but a lot of the time he's like, "Whoa, I'm goofy." He's just kind of making jokes, acting over the top. Yet with Ava, he's like, oh, he was 100% serious 100% of the time. When telling all the other ones his role, he was goofy, but hers, he was super serious. So is hers the only role that actually matters? That's kind of the feeling I'm getting.
Today you're here to continue with your training for our mission. This session may seem like it's familiar to you, but in a world that is different, one made of dreams, you are our hope. A war will soon wage. Those who strive to protect the light will turn their weapons on their allies for the sake of loyalty to their own unions. To be honest, I don't know how far I can guide all of you. What you must remember is that anyone can lose themselves to the darkness.
Yep.
However, there will be no winners. Everything will be lost. Except all of you who are the seeds of hope. When the time comes, and there is war,
Ooh.
you mustn't fight, but instead you must fly away from here to the world outside. This training is to help you fulfill this crucial task. The future is in all your hands.
All of your
As
copy
is
and
the
paste
world's light.
recolored hands.
May your hearts be your guiding key.
Another heart. We're one away from 600 hearts, people. Now we're back to this now. The final apprentice. Lucian.
The gazing eye?
It's not what it's called.
Oh, what then?
Actually, no name.
No name.
Well, gazing or not, that Keyblade does have an eye in it. My eye, to be exact.
Ew!
Oh, you think that's gross, do ya?
No.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, about your role. You need to pass down that Keyblade to your apprentice and then him to his, so that my eye can see the future.
So the Book of Prophecies.
Bingo! The fact that it exists is proof of your success. That means you've trained a worthy apprentice, passed down that handsome Keyblade, and fulfilled your role. Congratulations! What's the matter? Come on, you did a fantastic job. At least smile.
Sounds like someone's banging on the freaking piano in this soundtrack. Like, what the fuck is going on?
A little.
But I haven't done anything yet.
Good point. Guess you'd better get started then. Unfortunately, you'll have to go alone from here on out. No book of prophecies to keep you company either. I can't have you causing any temporal paradoxes. But hey, we both know you'll do just fine without it, right?
Do I really have to go alone? What about the others?
Minor details, so don't sweat it. For now, you, that Keyblade, and this box need to stay out of sight. Just watch with your own eyes, and my eye, of course, as things unfold between the others. Then, when the time is right, go off and do your thing.
What's in it?
It's a secret.
Oh my god.
And, well, you see, the thing is, you can never, ever open it.
Alright, so we're gonna
Great,
open it.
Now I really want to know.
All right. I'll indulge you. But this secret stays between the two of us, and you have to promise never to open the box.
I promise.
Ooh.
But why?
You'll see.
Alright, well, off he goes to watch. Mr. Xehanort's future Keyblade, I guess. I think it was described as an
May
ancient
my
Keyblade
heart
at one
be
point.
my guiding key.
There it is, folks. Heart number 600. Oh my god. 600 hearts in this goddamn series. And we're still not done. I almost feel like we're gonna at the very least hit like 700 by the very end. 1,000 seems a little too out of range, especially with only like 2 things left. A tech demo and a game, that's not enough. If it took 600 to get to 600 hearts, which was, 6 full games. No, 4 full games, 2 cutscene movies, plus another game. Okay. 5 full games, and now 3 cutscene movies to get to here? Yeah. So, we're probably going to, at the very most, hit about 800. We're probably going to hit about 700. So, high end 800. The low end, more realistically, we're probably going to hit about 700. Reconnect Kingdom Heart. Are you fucking kidding me? Heart was the last thing? The last fucking thing on this counter for the today? Oh, now we got the organization theme. Interesting. Can I skip this? I can. I'll let this play, though. Just because. Okay, that definitely didn't take 2 hours. I thought that was going to take 2 hours to do. I'm glad I was wrong. I didn't want to sit here for 2 hours. But yeah, there's Kingdom Hearts Union Key back cover, or Union Cross back cover, cross. I don't fucking know what this thing is called anymore. What did I put in the title? Kingdom Hearts. Okay, Kingdom Hearts Key back cover. That's it. All right, that's something they thought was important for everyone to see before Kingdom Hearts 3 came out. Yep. Okay, so it's actually the music from the KH1 secret ending. That's fine. I enjoy this. I'm glad I got this out of the way then. So again, yeah. Because I said when we watch this now, means Wednesday night we'll just be starting 0.2. Just getting that right off the, right off. Get it done. Finish it. And we're to be so much closer to KH3. We are literally like this close to finally getting to Kingdom Hearts 3 and finishing this crazy ass fucking ride. Almost done. Don't mind those noises. Those are just noises I made. Oh, this is Roxas's battle theme. Huh. Why are they playing this stuff? Interesting. But I'm glad this took a lot less time than I thought it would. I thought this was a 2-hour-long movie. Clearly, it was not. Especially with me talking. I talked for like a full half hour before even starting this, so it was a little over an hour. If that. I did stop a lot, you know, pause and talk and crap, so... Yeah, this is a lot shorter than I thought it would be. And thanks for showing us all the scenes from the movie we literally just watched. Bravo. Bravo. You must assume we have the memory of a goldfish. And again, anyone that tries to keep track of things in this series probably does have the brain fried by now. I don't know, mine's like... My brain is medium well playing through this series. it's medium well. I can only imagine what KH4 will eventually bring to the table. That's in a while. We don't know when that game's gonna come out. Plus, we're still working on going through KH3, you know, the rest of the Kingdom Hearts games up to 3, at the very least. I still don't know if I will ever actually buy and play through Melody of Memories. I know it's just a rhythm game, but there's, like, basically no story. It's another recap. It's another recap game. Oh, yeah, it's another recap game. So it's like, hey, everything we just did, let's hear it again. Whatever. I'll see. If it ever goes on sale in the near future, maybe I'll grab it. Ta-da! Never actually saw the characters section. Or apparently I did at some point. Are you... Ah, that's it. Okay. Not even 3D models. Okay. So, I'm gonna get back out of this. Now, dearly beloved plays. So, that means when we do come back to Kingdom Hearts on Wednesday night, we will be starting, and hold on with me now here, hang with me. Kingdom Hearts 0.2, Birth by Sleep, a fragmentary passage. Is that enough? Inside the Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue collection. Fuck you, Nomura. Yeah. Boop. Okay. So, yeah, that's gonna be it from me from tonight, my random guerrilla stream of watching that. Put that off to the side. That's out of the way. So, again, the schedule is slightly different. 0.2 will be on Wednesday night, and potentially we will be starting KH3 Thursday night. We'll see. We'll see how it goes with 0.2. It's not super long, but yeah, I played it the first time I ever went through it, so probably will be a little hard. We'll Anyway, thank you everybody for watching, commenting, and lurking. I appreciate it very much. I will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. for some more Digimon Survive. We'll see how much worse these children's time in this other world is gonna get. So, I hope you all have yourselves a great rest of your night, and I'll see you next time.